everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. The UFC returns this weekend with a fresh face who is destined to make headlines. When UFC President Dana White went looking for a fight, he was hoping that he would end up with a future UFC star. And those are the expectations after he signed a regional champion who has dominated the local lightweight circuit en route to his Octagon debut this weekend. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, he came up just short on The Ultimate Fighter, losing in the final, but here he is making the UFC debut, and the prevailing wisdom from pundits and fight fans alike is that he deserves to be here. Now the question is, can he make good on the UFC debut and preserve a long-term spot on the roster? Will jitters be a factor? Will there be an adrenaline dump under those bright lights for the first time? You just never know. You might have had the best cardiovascular training camp of your life, and all of a sudden you have an adrenaline dump early. It all bears watching as this talented young man makes his UFC debut tonight.
This guy is a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist. His chokes, his arm bars, his leg locks, everything is world-class. And if the fight goes to the ground, he will have a distinct advantage.
All right, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is as accomplished a submission specialist as we... And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it...
Are you ready? You ready?
Well, they have cleared out the hardwood. They have made way for the Octagon as we get underway here at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. All right, so here we go. Early round one. He lost the Ultimate Fighter final a few short months ago. Now he makes his UFC debut, and he does so with a lot of hype and expectation. Most people believed when the cast was announced that this guy, and not the Ultimate Fighter winner, was the best guy on the show. We'll see if it translates here in his UFC debut.
And he lands it to the leg. Both guys just trying to figure each other out now.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Oh, working the inside of that leg. He lands the head kick. Lands a big elbow there.
That is rough.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
He's got good accuracy on that jab.
Nice combination there. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Oh!
Well, his opponent's got the read now, Joe, as he lands the punch to the head. He's got to change up his striking pattern and the tempo, or he's going to continue to be vulnerable to that count. Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
And he escapes the submission. Trying to spin to the back. And he's going to transition to the back. He got tagged there.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Look at this. Nope, can't hold on to him. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Posture's up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
Still working this ground and pound. Good punches.
Making all these shots count.
You need to get out of there.
He got cracked.
Let's go, do something.
Wow!
Do you believe it?
Dropped him and then took care of business on the ground. Really excellent, excellent job.
How about the ground and pound to finish the fight, Joe? That is as good an offensive execution as we have seen on the ground in recent memory. One big shot after the next. He wasn't just trying to score or bide time before the referee stood them up. He was trying to pound his opponent out of there, and that is exactly what he did. You wonder if some fighters will watch this footage and learn from that high-level offensive execution when it comes to the ground and pound. And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Hercules!
All right, so the celebration is on, and rightfully so, as he makes good on the UFC debut here tonight. Likely plenty more where that came from, but tonight, the celebration is on.